foreign investors pull out over $21 billion in the first 9 months of this year. The markets are underperforming most of the global players. Nimesh is here with a snapshot of how India fares compared to the rest of the world and how other asset classes stack up against stocks. Nimesh.
Well, Indian markets have relatively underperformed not only the global equity markets but also the commodities market since the beginning of the year. Just look at the data. Indian markets are up just 1-2% in dollar terms since the beginning of the year. Compare this to the US markets. The US markets on an average are up between 10 to 15%. So that's a big underperformance there. The bigger underperformance comes with the Asian markets. All the Asian markets are up between 15 to 35% since the beginning of the year in dollar terms. So big underperformance to Asian markets as well. Even if you compare the European markets, India is relatively underperformed. Most of the European markets are up between 18 to 30% since the beginning of the year. So that's the equity underperformance. Even if you look at the commodities market, India is relatively underperformed. Gold is up 42.5% since the beginning of the year in dollar terms. The even bigger surprise is in silver. The silver is up 52% since the beginning of the year in dollar terms, and even copper is up 18%. That potentially explains that the FIIs are big sellers and it's not the preferred market so far as far as the FIIs are concerned. The FIIs have net sold nearly $21.5 billion since the beginning of the year. It's the highest among the EMs market. The next big market is the Korean market where they've sold nearly $20 billion. So India is relatively underperformed not only the global equities but the commodities as well since the beginning of the year.
All right, Nimesh, many thanks for joining us.